Peace, family. How y'all? All right. Yo, check it. We have people who claim to be 5%ers because they may be quoting lessons or speaking mathematics, yet they're not living it out. You have others who don't classify themselves as 5%ers, yet they are righteous teachers, right? And some of them walk in society every day. We have one, a very influential one with us today, that he raised it up for us, and he's taught thousands of students who are 5%ers throughout the years. I would like to call up Mr. Dr. Leonard Jeffries, African scholar warrior, Dr. Leonard Jeffries.
Dr. J. Yeah, you got this one. Dr. J. Dr. J.
Hold that peace, family. It is indeed a pleasure to come to Harlem, the heart of Harlem, and see so many of you here. This represents an enormous achievement and victory for those who wanted to make sure this sacred space was acknowledged. I want to give thanks to all of you who've held the power in your hand and you passed it on. I have to give special thanks to Brother Malachi, because he said, you got to be here, Dr. J. And I did everything to get here. There was a jam over the George Washington Bridge. I said, move that shit out the way so I can get in here. And it was moved out of the way.
I was there.
And we got here. But I'm not here for myself. I'm here for those giants who came through Harlem. This is special sacred turf for African peoples. And we were blessed to have our brother and all of the gods that he touched to be a part of what we're about. I'm standing here not for Dr. Len Jeffries. My African stool name is Nana Kwekuchua Ajiman II. I'm standing here for Nana Kwekuchua, who had deep roots in Africa. I'm standing here for my mentors, Dr. John Henry Clark, who taught us to be African. I'm standing here for Dr. Yosef Ben Yakinen. Dr. Ben, his office was right across the street. Dr. Ben said, you got to take Africa, but if you don't take Egypt, if you don't take Kemet, you're into a losing battle. So Dr. Ben led thousands of us to the Nile Valley. Dr. Clark led thousands of us to other parts of Africa. So we've been blessed. So take your blessing and make it work for you. Honor the traditions that you stand on. Honor those who had the light and brought the light to you. You pass the light on to the children. Look at these children here. All of these blessings that we have here. You've got to get your shit together if you're going to make sure that these don't get caught up in some shit, and that they are rising and are the geniuses that they have to be. So I'm glad to be in the heart of Harlem. I actually taught up at City College for 45 years, bringing that truth. They threw everything they could at me, the biggest lies, but we had the light and we let that light shine. And those who are part of us are everywhere. I have to speak about a Gil Noble who was on the TV screen bringing that truth. I have to speak about the artists who created images as far as the musicians. We are a blessed people, and you got to tap into your blessings and make it work for you, because we are responsible for this future here. These babies who can't get caught up in the mess that's out there, they got to get the real deal, and we have to lay it out for them. So I've said enough, but if you want to hear some more, go on the internet. Just put Dr. Leonard Jeffries in. All the speeches, all the struggles, all the triumphs, all the victories are there. And so I'm speaking not just for our scholars and our TV people, but I'm looking at Adam Clayton Powell over there. I'm speaking for Adam at that corner, because you have pictures of Adam at that corner with Malcolm X, Adam at that corner with our leaders from Africa, Mandela and others, Fidel Castro, representing the spirit of revolution in Central and South America and the islands of the Caribbean. He came as a part of coming to Harlem, and then he was up at the Teresa Hotel when they could not give him a proper accommodations and respect down at the big white downtown. He came up to Africa Town, and Fidel was here. So you have to understand, your blessings are there. Tap into them and Africanize your life. I leave you with these words of empowerment. Frederick Douglass said it best. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. Those who profess to favor freedom, yet deprecate agitation. They don't want the crops without plowing up the ground. They don't want the rain without the water and lightning. It must be a struggle. Power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did, it never will. Find out what any people will quietly submit to, and you have found out the exact measure of injustice and wrong which will be imposed upon them until they are resisted with either words or blows. We come here today to dedicate ourselves to a brother who had the light and who passed it on to us. We are God's chosen, and take that control and make it work for you. African power, black power. The gods, move on and do your work. Thank you very much.
If Mega did this.